All right, from your local election headquarters, the presidential candidates went head-to-head for the final time before Election Day. For 90 minutes, President Donald Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden debated the economy, racism, COVID-19, and a lot more, each hoping to persuade those few undecided Americans. Here to break down last night's debate is Morgan Lyon-Cotti from the Hinckley Institute of Politics. Morgan, thank you so much. Great to have your analysis this morning.
Happy to be on. Thank you.
Can we start with that really broadest of questions after a debate like this? Do you feel like there was a winner last night?
Last night might be a draw. We often hear we don't have those spin rooms anymore, but if we had those spin rooms in a non-COVID world, those delegates, those surrogates would have been saying, my candidate won. But last night, I think we really saw a draw. Both candidates performed a little better than expected, but again, that bar is so low given the previous debate.
Very chaotic previous debate, which spurred this new microphone rule, so muting when those candidates were answering a question. Do you feel like that rule, did it work? Did it help?
It seemed to have worked. And in fact, if you didn't even know about the mute, you would just think these were two people following normal debate rules and letting the other person talk when it was their turn. And in fact, on social media last night, I heard several people saying, wait a minute, I thought there was a mute, because it certainly did work in those first 2 minutes when they were giving their opening arguments about a new topic. But after that, we still did see a bit of interrupting, but it's certainly, especially to get the ball rolling on those new topics, it really helped.
Great. So we did see a lot more discussion of policy last night, certainly. Millions of Americans, though, have already voted. I heard a number this morning, something like 700% more Americans have voted this year than in 2016. So does a debate this late in the game really help people pick a candidate?
Yeah, the numbers of those early voters is astounding. Both here in Utah and nationally, I think we're already at something around 25% of turnout from 2016. We have 300,000 people here in Utah, tens of millions of people nationally. So it really does beg the question, do the dates need to be moved? There really are very, very few undecided voters in this stage of the game, not just because we're 12 days away from the election, but because these are two individuals that Americans have known for decades. They have long histories, and most people months ago even knew how they were going to vote coming in.
Can we speak to those very small number of undecided voters, though, for just a moment? I think at this point there's just a lot of information. It's very easy to be overwhelmed by the quantity we're getting here. Do you have any advice for voters who are feeling overwhelmed at this point?
Yeah, this is actually a very common question I get. There's just so much information. And then sometimes, hey, I don't even know how to decide. Can I leave this one ballot or this one race blank and vote on others? You can do whatever you want to do with your ballot, honestly. And going to vote.utah.gov is a really great resource. There are actually information packets there where you can learn not just about these big ticket campaigns like the presidency, but you can learn about those so-called lower ballot races. You can learn about the judges. You can learn about the amendments, those things that are trickier to find information on.
Absolutely. There's so much more on our ballot than just those top two candidates. Morgan Lyon-Cotti from the Hinckley Institute of Politics. Thanks so much for being here with us this morning. Always helps to get that little bit of analysis. Thanks, Morgan.
Happy to help.
640 is the